Hello and welcome to Outsmart's Standards in Out-of-Home Media videos. First of all, what are standards and why are they important? So to go through this, I've got a few props to try and get the message across. But number one, let's start with an object. It's a food tray. And this object's got compartments for different foods. It could be sausages, chips, beans, gravy, and a piece of cake. Everything in its right place. It helps someone who's selling food to describe what's being bought and to help serve it. On the other side, it helps describe what we're buying and helps receiving it. And in out-of-home technology and technology generally, objects are often talked about, and they're no more complex than this. It's something that's got little holes or capacity for describing things in separate places. So let's see this in action in the out-of-home environment. So here we have our object, and we're going to use this as a media owner to describe perhaps our inventory. We might be describing the audience in this particular deal. We might be describing perhaps a share of time if it's digital, how we're going to pace it over time, and finally, a little description of how we're going to price things. And now, we're going to go to market. So we go to market with our lovely way of describing things, and we suddenly realize that all our buyers sort of get it, but they need their information in their own way and in the formats and protocols that they understand. So we might have a media owner here. Oh, well, you've got 5 ways of describing things. We've got only 4. We're 4 as well, but we're a bit more interesting. There's a bit more room for telling us about things. We've all got a customer like this where we don't really know what's going on, but it sort of works for them. And finally, we've got an interesting customer here who likes the data in all nice places, and they've got some extra little bits we've got to deal with. So what we find in practice without standards, it's usually a lot of manual work for a media owner to then try and put things and describe things in the way the buyer wants to understand them. And this can involve a lot of manual work or creating a lot of rigid pipes and flows that are very expensive to set up and very time-consuming. So, in the absence of standards, this creates an opportunity for third-party advertising technology. Let's represent these guys with a lovely velvet bag. Only 3 things you need to know about this. It's lovely, it's velvet, and it's got golden tassels. So, what the ad tech community will quite happily do, be it a demand-side platform, supply-side platforms, they'll take your inventory, bring it together with other supply, and very happily distribute this to your buyers. So I'll have a bit here. Oh, they've done well. There we go. Oh, a little bit of wastage, we won't worry about that. So they're doing a job. And once the buyers have got this great media, they'll collect the money. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, pass it to the media owner or publisher. 1, 2, 3, and 1 for the ad tech. So as a media owner, you might be a bit perplexed by this, but just remember, it's lovely, it's velvet, and it's got golden tassels. So perhaps there's a better way that doesn't involve such extravagance. So what we're going to do, we shall reset the board. Let's take our inventory back, reclaim our inventory. What we'll do, we'll just bring in the standards now. So here's a nice standardized. Our lovely standard. we'll have some adoption. It's a shame to see that one go, but there we go. And finally, everyone's got standards on the buy side. And we will make sure that we've got all our nice products set out in a similar fashion on the media owner side. So let's reclaim a bit of inventory. Good stuff. So we've got a nice product here. Lovely one here. This is a frame-based buy. I think we'll do a bit of audience-based product deal here. And let's have a deal here, very much that is well-paced. Let's give everyone back a bit of money to spend. Now, let us see standards in action. So it's very clear now the media buyers can understand exactly what the media owner is selling. And on the other side, we've got a very good idea of what the media buyers are looking to buy. So in terms of availability, this guy would like this one. Thank you very much. I think this guy is looking for a bit of an audience buy in train stations. Fantastic. Nice small package here to buy. And finally, we've sold the street furniture. And as you can see, every single last penny goes directly back to the publisher and media owner. So hopefully, in a roundabout way, with fruit and trays, we've just seen the benefit of standards. They're free, they're plentiful, and most of all, we're going to be describing some of the key ones in the UK today. So today, we've got the chance to talk about real-life standards, not just plastic fruit and velvet bags. We're going to see 3 videos presented by Mungo Knott, talking about inventory standards. We've got myself returning to stage and talking about buying and trading standards. And finally, Anand Teest is with us, talk about reporting standards. 3 crucial out-of-home standards that are making life better, faster, cleaner for media owners and media buyers.